the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. It's David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Arizona State's offense is on the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Trying the left side. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, midway through the season, now staying in that top 25, staying relevant in the playoff discussion, that's a big deal. But what do they need to do in the second half of the schedule here?
Less attention to the number beside their name, more attention to what's still out there to be played for. There's the college football playoff, there's big bowl games. There's a lot out there still, but you've got to win. That's the key right now in the second half of the season, taking one game at a time and making sure you leave it all out on the field.
No doubt, because you don't know what's going to happen in the top 25 around you. You don't know who's going to lose. We've seen it now. More parity with transfer portal and NIL, more loss.
He'll take the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Grab near the marker. It's Rigby. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Hamilton. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
They're going back to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's McClain. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he could see he had him.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. The offense set for a 1st down play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Under fire. Now improvising. Runs through the tackle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On target to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hamilton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's McClain. Strong, firm tackle. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Still on his feet at the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The hand to the running back. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
A stop and pull maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over UConn. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a crease. It's Ellison. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's James. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Shelton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grabbed behind the line. It's Small. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Well, that's pretty convenient for this defense with a run blitz turning into a sack blitz.
Just how you drew it up. What are you talking about? It's a blitz, right? I just got to make the play and make it happen. I tell you what, could have been a big play on the back end, but got to protect the quarterback, got to keep him upright. I like the aggressiveness, but now, 4th down, let's see how aggressive you want to be.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. And this one is perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The inside handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Caught in the backfield. It's Ellison. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Ellison. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baker. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires complete on the crosser. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy. looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Finds his man. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 45. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. Quarterback gets past the marker. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by just 4 to Boston College. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
On on 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Back to pass, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's small. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's small. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Under fire. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
With the catch, it's Hamilton. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Hamilton. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And the Sun Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Sun Devils. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little...
Oh, what a move to get open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Dropping back, it's Russell. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellison. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Throws for the tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires toward the end zone. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Give to Brown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Robinson. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
The Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Touch pass on the right. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? If there's time to pad the stats. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potentially.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.